Hi, my name is Art Conforti, and many people say I'm always promoting Teleflora. Well, let's cut to the chase. I can't imagine the industry without Teleflora. Can you? You don't have to use everything Teleflora offers. You don't have to fill orders if you don't want to. Teleflora has never made any florist be mandatory to use any product that they have. Yet, they've done everything a florist needs to succeed. In the real world, outside of our wire industry or our floral industry, in the real world, there is all these needs a business has. Credit card clearing, POS systems, websites, phones, after hours answering, marketing. I mean, think about it. This is what franchises sell. They say, pay us all this money, then pay us monthly fees, then pay us royalties, and you can use everything Teleflora makes available to you as a member for $150 a month. I could hardly believe it when I got in the industry. And we're going to go back to the Red Book days. I was a Red Book florist. Red Book. This was one of the companies Teleflora acquired. One of the great presidents I've ever met in the floral industry, Greg Kakari, I met him when he acquired Red Book. And I first called him and I said, Greg, my name is Art Conforti. I'm in Sarasota, Florida. Now I had just purchased RTI, which is Red Book Technologies, and I loved it. And I said, Greg, what is it that you purchased when you bought Red Book? He said, I purchased technology. That's what he wanted. And I'm going to get into that later. But Teleflora purchased RTI because they already had the industry's best POS system, in my opinion, RTI. That was the tool that took me to the next level. He didn't even know where Sarasota, Florida was. I quadrupled my business in a year and a half because of RTI. And it compounded. It just kept going. Marketing tools that RTI gave me, no one else had. They made that available. Not only that, but they gave me a payment plan. How can I say no to any of it? I needed images now because the internet wasn't around back then. He said, sure thing. Here's my graphic department. What would you like? They prepared marketing pieces for me, but it was so expensive to go to the printer and market with the printer. Well, I mean, to buy the print, a catalog like this was 68 cents to $1 based on if I'm going to buy 10,000, 25, or 50,000. But if I went to 1,000,000, this became 20 cents, 15 cents. So I called all my buddies. Teleflora said, great, we'd love to help you. They created all the artwork for free. They gave this to us to support the local florist. They didn't ask for any extra fees. So I made this and I distributed it to florists all across the country, and they marketed and grew their business. Thank you, Teleflora. Then I needed images. I want to make my own images, and I did. This is my own calendar. I learned how to get to this level and how to do this because of Teleflora. Once again, thank you, Teleflora. They supported everything I tried to do to better my business. I wanted my own container with a special box and a certificate of authenticity. I created the Spode train series. One every year, each one numbered. Year one, this was 2013. 2014 was the middle. 2015 was the caboose. A collector's item. People couldn't wait to get in my store to buy the product. Teleflora supported that. How about a container from Lennox? I crinkled a bag, had Lennox fire it up, stamped it under the Conforti collection. Now you have a unique product from Lennox. Again, thank you for Teleflora helping me with the marketing of all this and teaching me how to get to that next level. What else did Teleflora do? Well, back in the 98 to 2000s, kiosks were getting popular. But before the kiosk behind me was built and customized for Teleflora and sending flowers, was this. I had one of the only ones. Teleflora put this together, but back then, Redbook. This kiosk was absolutely spectacular. And let me tell you what was special about it. I placed this in the mall, sent out a press release, and had 3 large stories written about sending flowers from the mall without having to open up a store. I had to pay for the space in the mall, but I was sending flowers, offering people flowers from Beneva at the mall. Well, that's a little big and clunky, so we updated it to this. This was the original. And in there's a computer, and here's where your order prints. Pretty amazing. Again, thank you, Teleflora and Redbook. And obviously that has moved on to the internet where we needed websites. So I created one of the very first custom websites with a local company here in Sarasota. I did all the architecting, I created the flow, the concept, and then my good friend Kerry Durbin called me and said, "Can I have a copy of your website?" Sure. And then Reed Kellogg called me from Wilmington, Delaware, Charlie Fisher from Linwood, New Jersey. It just kept going because everyone saw that we had everything that you'd ever want to send flowers on the internet. Many people said to me, "Don't you think you're just being a show-off? Do you really think the internet's that big of a deal?" They couldn't believe the price of the website. Today, almost 20 years later, at least 16 or 17, everyone's still using their websites, and they're still cutting edge. But where does Teleflora come in there? They let us use their technology to send the orders through. Again, thank you, Teleflora. Now we're feeding orders into the system, and the Teleflora florists are receiving more orders because of it. That's the kind of relationship that Teleflora has afforded us. They constantly want to be where we need them because as a local florist, there's only so much you can do. So you put your key in the door, you're going to open up a flower shop, you become a Teleflora florist, and you have everything that you can ever need and more. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Let's take a look at this next screen.